Hi, well in this film I'm going to show you how I get very accurate letter stamping on leather. So here's an example of what I mean. It's a nice clear crisp little name there that's been stamped on, and the spacing's perfect. I have to say I wondered for a long time how people did this, and I will show you how it's done. Well, I'm using one of these, this one's by Prior, but the various manufacturers' letter stamping sets. So they turn up on the second-hand market from time to time, and you just need to make sure you get a fairly complete set if it does. I've got a few of them actually, and some are more complete than others. But this one is a size 5, which gives quite a nice size of letter for doing personalised items. And you've basically got an alphabet, you've got numbers, and you've got a stamp where you put the characters into the metal stamp. These are very expensive to buy brand new, so that's why I'm saying the second-hand market. But if you have deep pockets, you can certainly buy them brand new, and they're very nice. So let's get using. So this is a confusing bit, it's actually loading the holder with the characters. And I guess if you were an old-time compositor, you'd know exactly how to do this. I always find looking sort of left to right, because I'm a bit dyspraxic as well, I find it quite difficult. But you select out your characters. So I'm doing some initials for someone on this one. So I've got my initials all in the stamp. The stamp then tightens up with the Allen key. Like that. And we're ready for stamping. So I've got an offcut here of vegetable tanned leather. You do need to use vegetable tanned leather for this. If I was doing this 100% properly, I would actually be soaking the leather and then stamping, because you'll get a better impression. But you will actually get a perfectly satisfactory impression if you just stamp straight in. And that's what I'm doing today, because I want to be able to glue this on and get the item off to the customer. It's just being done as a bit of an extra for them. So take your stamp. I've got a nylon hammer here. I try to use a nylon hammer on my tools, I don't always. Give it a good old whap, and there you have it. Nicely spaced letters. I've probably gone in a little bit too hard with that, so I'll do one more. So to colour tint it, I'm going to use one of these antiquing dyes. Now these are like a gel, sort of more of a gel type dye, so they don't sort of soak in like some other dye, but they sort of go on the surface. But what's quite good is if you're doing things like lettering, you can get them to sink in the gaps to make the letters stand out a bit more, and it gives quite a nice sort of aged effect. Don't need very much obviously for something like this, and just do the edges, otherwise they'll shout out and look a bit raw and odd. And a final wipe over. So there you have it, all made up and colour tinted, and that can now just be stuck or riveted onto the item. So if, for example, it's something like a tool roll, you can decide where you want to stick it, but you can put it on, and it's just a nice little way of personalising something. This is actually for one of my subscribers, so you'll know who you are, but just doing this as a little extra for you. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. And that's bye-bye from me.